All right, so like I said before, we're going to boost this. I got a Vortec V3. It's air to water intercooler with a little intercooler that'll go over here, so that'll go away. But I have to take the battery and put it in the trunk because the reservoir goes right here where the battery is. So that's what I'm going to do today, is take the battery and put it in the trunk. I ran the cables. That's not where they're going to go. They're just in there. I'm going to reroute them and cover them up and put them where I want. Onto the back where I got this kit off of Amazon. You'll see it on there. It's like 89 bucks or something. So I got the kit, the cables run to the back here. And I got grommets I'm going to put in there. Put the battery right here. You know, that old thing. But I don't know if I'm going to leave this whole box on there, because it looks like it's going to be, if you install it the way they want you to install it, it's two big all threads going down in there, and then the box is all here, and then if you had to get the battery out, I don't know, it just seemed like it might be a pain in the ass to get the battery out if you did it the way they want to do it. So I'm going to do a little bit different, and we'll see how that works out. I don't know if I'm going to put the whole box around this battery, you know, because it is a, you know, you can not have that and still go to the track. Just have it, you know, the battery held down with J-hooks and a clamp inside the metal tray. So we'll see how that works out. If not, I might put the whole box in there. We'll see how that's all going to work out. All right, so got the grommets on there, and I ran the line at work. I work at a Toyota dealership. I used to be a technician, but received a knee injury a few years back that ended that career shortly. Anyway, I ran the lines last night. That way I could just do this and wouldn't have to crawl around on the ground today. So here's the battery tray. It's going to go right there. Like I said, I don't like the idea of the all threads going through, and I mean, it's good if you had a fuel cell here and nothing beneath there, but anyway. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take zip screws and I'm going to zip screw it at the four corners, but I'm going to go back and put there's these little fittings you can put down in here and just use a bolt. I forget what the hell they're called, but anyway, I know they're out there. But all right, so now I'm going to secure this down here, get the battery, you know, get my cables, cut the length, and get the ends crimped on. And that's another thing. I bought a crimper, and we're going to see how that works. So, all right. So now we're going to do the battery crimper. I got this thing off of Amazon. I forget how much it was, 30, 40 bucks, something like that. But it does all kind of different sizes. So we'll see how this thing works. Let's see what we got. Big wire cutters. And then that thing. If you go on Amazon, you'll see it. Battery crimpers. I got a bunch of them on there. So it's all adjustable up here. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully it works good. And it came with a bunch of these things and a bunch of heat shrink, which that's cool. I like heat shrink. Looks neat. And I'm sure one day, by the time I'm dead, I'll use all these. Probably not. Anyway. Alright, so this is how I'm going to mount this for right now. It's just got the little zip screws holding it down right now. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to put the whole aluminum thing on. My plan is to put J-hooks like this, like that, and then have that go across the battery. That way it's just, the battery would be way easier to come out. If you have this whole thing here with the top on and these big all thread going through there, I just don't know how easy it's going to be to get that battery out. So yeah, obviously if you have a hatchback car, it ain't going to work. It's got to be fully covered. But so that's the plan. Alrighty, so a little update on here. So I ran the cables down the fuel line and come up right up under the passenger side, and there's a hole right in here. Back down there, you can't see it, but there's a hole up under there. If you look behind the inner fender, if you take that out, the fender liner. And so I'm gonna run the cables across there. And this is the positive one. It's got some black loom on the positive one. And I'm gonna hide them all back there, well, as good as possible. But my plan, what I wanna do, is this is the ground. It went there. And this went to the positive or negative terminal. But I want to find a junction and put these things there. I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Instead of going straight to the starter or doing something like that, I want to use these things. Run the positive, to the positive, and the negative to the negative. And try to find somewhere over here to do it neatly. So I might have to manipulate this stuff here and then shorten this stuff here and make sure everything's grounded proper. But that's the idea, is to put somewhere. I might take the washer fluid out because I'm not really gonna need that. So I don't really drive this thing. I don't really want to drive in the rain or anything, or drive it when it's dirty anyway. So I won't be using the washer. But just to get a little bit more room. And I got to be careful because this thing's got to go in there somehow, some way. And I bought this kit used. It's a V3 Vortec. I bought it used. I think there's probably brackets that go with this thing and hold it. So I don't know. I may have to make something or buy it. I don't know. We'll know when we get further into it. So, but that's the plan. Route the battery cables. Get them routed. I like to hide them and make them look neat. And figure out a good junction point down there. That's going to work out for everything. Alright. I'm going to mess around with it some more and we get where we get. Alright, so I've decided I'm going to mount it right here. And one can come up from underneath. The big one's going to come in from over here, from the back. And I'll, make another terminal for that. So, just make sure it gets on there halfway straight. So. All right. Hopefully that lined up. Lined up enough. Ah, shit, that'll work.
Yes, sir.
I already put my tank in here, so I already figured it out. I got plenty of room, so that'll work out nice. That way, if I need to access a hotspot, it's easy to access. All right, now I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do with this one. I think this one's gonna go over, like I say, over here. So I'll have to mount that one there. Where is that one? Right here. Let me see, there's a cable in there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun going through that. Really? The wire's like right in the way where I want to put it, right there. Right in the way.
What about sitting just on top of it, sitting just above it?
Yeah, I like it lower, but
yeah. But in this case,
it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. My ass wants to move the wire, which will probably happen. I don't want to get it too low because then I won't be able to drill anything for it. And then got this coming down.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's further inside, though.
Yeah, it's going to come right down there. So it may hit it or it may not.
Yeah.
It may hit it or it may not. Yeah, you definitely ain't going to hit it there. Yeah, that's probably where I'll do. Might just move this wire here and put it right there. That way I know it ain't gonna hit.
Now, only because I thought about it, so maybe some people will think about it. What about going below the wire? Is that not a good idea?
Well, the further I go, the harder it's gonna be for me to
actually
get a drill in there and do something. Even that's gonna be hard for me to get a drill in.
Right.
All right. Let's see. A little hole there. Oh yeah.
Use what you already got.
Why use another hole? You
Right.
have a hole.
One good hole's all you need. One good hole's all any man needs.
Yeah.
Itch, really?
I need a bigger screw. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yep. Nothing's never right. Hell yeah. Well, I guess that'll work.
Seems steady.
Steady as she goes. Bring that wire up in here, give it a little safety loop, come down. I like it a lot. Alright, so that'll work out. Put something on the bottom now. I don't know how this thing's gonna work. Gotta be a contortionist. I don't foresee this working out too good. It ain't. Okay. Plan B. So that'll work, so I'll just have to drill a hole there.
Make a hole.
Yeah.
Make a hole.
Bit of hoe. And a popper. Oh yeah, I can see that right away.
Yep.
Not really. Great.
I thought maybe with your 6-power readers on.
Yeah. Read your bullshit. And when you know it, right where I wanted to go is a spot weld. Good times.
Always.
Yeah. That's just how I like to drill at an angle. should go in there. Still have plenty of wall left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice and comfy. Now comes the fun part. I think
First try, right in the hole. Like a glove. Get a ratchet.
all right. Should be good.
Sweet. My wire loom isn't quite big enough, but you know, story of somebody's life, not mine, I assure you.
So you say.
So I'm gonna get it on there and hide it to where it, you know, I'm good with working with what I got. I'm gonna get some tape. Now I gotta find this little indentation, and I don't particularly carry the wire stuff with gloves on. Just like that. All right. And if you're wondering why I just don't tear it, some old dude told me a long time ago, if you tear it, that's what makes it comes off. Because as soon as you tear it, it stretches. Then you put it down and it sticks for then, but then it gradually peels back. So I cut it and it sticks better. Sometimes them old dudes know stuff. So you better listen when you can. Get that down in there. Come through here. Try to have that wire. I'm gonna, you know, zip tie it in place, and it's gonna go right there. Boom. Just like that. Yep, I'm gonna have this all tucked back down here where it looks nice and neat and just all out of the way. So that'll be good. So, there we go. Like so, and then I'm gonna cut this off, put two ends on here, put them right there, then that's done. So basically what I'm doing is I'm not running this thing like a lot of people are on different like race cars and stuff. They'll, you know, run it like directly to the starter and then do other things. I'm running it all through the factory electronics, just using, you know, doing it this way. So I kind of like that. I've done them the other way and on different cars, but it just seems like it's easier this way. So, and it looks neat. So, all right, I'm gonna mess around with some more and then I'll get right back to you. All right, so this is the idea. Got it mounted right in here. Put the terminals on these cables here. We'll see how long that stuff lasts. Hopefully it won't pull out. The crimper is okay. Worked better on some other ones. But that's the idea, just to be neat like that. Even if I have to go back and redo it, that's how it's gonna be. Like if this end, you know, messes up on me. I hope not, but we'll see. And then I'm gonna do the same to this. I gotta run these wires over here and ground all of them there. Get my main ground wire here, run that up there and put an end on there. Do that just like that. So we'll see how all that works. Hopefully it works good. I only did that just to not keep stressing that bend right there. It's a little tight. Like I say, the crimper it works, but. All right, so we finished up the remote battery in the trunk. Finished out like that. Got the negative over here. And I had the wires right along the back. Goes down in the hole that I spoke about earlier. Down there. Yep. Then I'll show you the trunk. Turned out okay. I'm gonna do something different with these J hooks. You'll see that. They were a little long. Like the idea works out good. They were just a little long, so I gotta trim those down. I'm definitely not leaving it like that. So, but yeah. So it worked out pretty good. I just trimmed the carpet around here to fit so it kind of fits and covers up the tray. And then the cables are hidden. I might cut a little hole and let the cables be shown because I got them zip tied up really neatly and everything. But, you know, all right, well, that concludes mounting the battery in the trunk, you know, getting ready to put a supercharger on. The next thing is going to be a fuel pump and, you know, plugs and all other kind of stuff. Just getting ready because I'm probably going to put down at least 10 pounds of boost for right now and then go up from there. So, all right, later.